You know that smell. Fresh bread, maybe a stew simmering, or burnt sugar, even just that sound, that click of barbecue tongs. Isn't it incredible how just one whiff, one little sound can instantly like transport you? Suddenly you're not just listening to us, you're right back there. Maybe it's grandma's kitchen or, a holiday dinner, everyone laughing. You're reliving it. And they're not just feelings, are they? They're like, personal time machines. Our family dishes, kind of like the big moment in Ratatouille where the critic tastes the dish and is just floored. There's so much more than just the ingredients, right? They've got connection, history, a whole lot of love baked in. But the thing is, these incredible traditions, sometimes they're just passed down by word of mouth or on these fragile little notes. They can just fade away.
Yeah, exactly. And that's really what we want to dig into today in this deep dive. We really believe these powerful dishes and the stories around them, the voices, the feelings they deserve, to be kept safe, not just as a nice memory, but as something living, a multimedia heirloom you can pass down. So our mission today, it's exploring how you can turn your family's absolute favorite recipes into this, like, living archive of flavor and memory. We'll touch on how tools, let's call one a life portrait for now, can help structure this.
Okay, so preserving these culinary legacies.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you even start? For me, it feels like the absolute starting point, the foundation, has got to be those original recipe cards. You know the ones.
Yeah.
Worn out, handwritten, maybe clipped from an old cookbook. They just feel like memory gold. Do those smudges, the handwriting, the folds, do they really tell as much of a story as the recipe itself?
Oh, they absolutely do. It's fascinating, actually. Those little imperfections, the faded ink, maybe a coffee stain, that little note scribbled in the margin like, needs more salt. That's what makes it real. It's an authentic link to the past. It reminds you that family history isn't some polished thing. It's lived in, it's messy, it's genuine.
Right. Messy's good sometimes.
Exactly. So practical tips for you to capture these. Pretty straightforward, actually. Use natural light if you can. Find a plain background. Just snap a photo. Or for like a sharper result, scanner apps are brilliant. Adobe Scan, Google Photo Scan, those work really well.
Yeah, scanner apps. Got it.
Then you upload them photo, PDF, whatever works into your family archive. But here's the key part. The thing that makes it more than just a recipe. Add a description. Talk about the occasion it was for, or a specific memory you have tied to that dish, Those little stories, that's what turns a simple recipe into like a real piece of family history.
Okay, so we've digitized the cards, kept that unique character, love that. But how do we bring them more to life? Beyond just a picture or text, motion, sound. I'm thinking about actually recording someone cooking it, like a walkthrough. There's just something so valuable about capturing, say, your mom or grandpa or even your brother actually doing the steps.
Yes. That's a fantastic next step. And think about what you're really trying to capture there. It's more than just ingredients and stacks, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's their voice, the way they move, how they stir or knead the dough, and definitely those little side comments. My own grandmother, I remember, she always used to say, oh, it needs just a splash, more milk than the recipe says.
What's a splash, right?
Exactly. I never figured it out. But those little things, those personal touches, that is the memory. And the good news for you is it's easy to do. Just use your phone, prop it up somewhere stable, shoot in horizontal mode, keep it casual. Honestly, a bit of imperfection adds charm. Don't stress about making it perfect.
Okay, yeah, less pressure that way.
Definitely. Then you can upload these videos maybe into like a keepsakes section of this digital portrait we mentioned. And suddenly that recipe isn't just words on a page. It's a living, breathing memory you can revisit or, share with the next generation.
That's brilliant, capturing the human element like that. But okay, beyond the actual cooking, every family recipe has a backstory, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the secret ingredient sometimes, the story behind the dish. That's what makes it an heirloom, not just food.
You nailed it. Absolutely. And those stories can be so rich, so different. Was it like a staple every Christmas Eve? Or the go-to comfort food when things were tough?
Right, or maybe it came from somewhere specific.
Exactly. Did it come from a neighbor, an immigrant relative bringing a taste of home? Was it, tweaked over the years, maybe for allergies or just because someone had a happy accident in the kitchen?
Yeah, all those possibilities.
So how do you preserve those stories? You've got options, especially in a digital archive. You could record a voice note, just tell the story, or type it out in the description of a photo. Or you can make it like an event on a timeline feature. And what's really cool is that many platforms let you invite other relatives to chip in. They can add their own memories, their version of the story. Creates a real shared history.
Oh, I like that. Collaborative.
Yeah. And if you need a little nudge to get started, try some prompts for yourself or your family. Ask things like, what dish makes you think of this person the most? Or what was always on the table when the family got together?
Good prompts. Okay, so we've done all this amazing digital preservation. It sounds incredibly powerful. But, sometimes having everything just digital,
Yeah.
it can feel a bit less personal than like a physical scrapbook you can hold. How can we bridge that? Turn these digital memories back into something tangible, something you can like hold or display.
That's a really great point. And the cool thing is, starting digital actually opens up tons of possibilities for tangible keepsakes. Think about printing the recipe, maybe the handwritten card image, onto a custom tea towel. Places like Spoonflower or Etsy can do that.
Oh, neat idea.
Or create a beautiful recipe photo book. Use a service like Shutterfly or Mixbook. Put the digitized cards in there, photos of the dish, maybe even snippets of the stories. Another lovely idea. Frame a really nice photo of the finished dish next to the original handwritten recipe card.
Oh, that's classy. I like that.
And for a more modern twist, you could load up a digital photo frame with the recipe video, the photos, the card image. These things make really thoughtful personal gifts. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays. Brings the digital right back into your hands.
Yeah, those are great practical ideas. So all these pieces, the cards, the videos, the stories, these physical items, they all kind of build towards something bigger, right? Like building a whole family recipe library.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's not just about remembering someone after they're gone. It's about celebrating life now, capturing the everyday stuff that makes us who we are.
Precisely. It's about creating this interactive time capsule where food is like the main event, the thing that ties it all together. Think of it as this living, growing record. You can upload different dishes onto a family timeline, see what everyone's favorite meals were through the decades, maybe track how tastes changed.
Huh. Like a food history of the family.
Kind of. And you can use a dedicated section, maybe that keepsakes area, for the audio clips, the videos, the detailed instructions, those secret family tips. You could even add tags, like holiday, dessert, vegetarian, whatever, so you can easily find things later.
Makes sense. Easier to browse.
And remember the collaborative part. Inviting other family members to add their recipes, their stories, it just weaves together a much richer picture. Some tools might even let you create a whole separate portrait just for a family cookbook. Often you can start something like this for free and just keep adding to it. It can grow with your family.
That's really comprehensive. It covers so much. And speaking of cherished family members, we shouldn't forget the ones with fur, right? The pets.
Oh, absolutely not. Food memories definitely include our furry friends. Maybe it's those special treats you used to bake for your dog's birthday.
Yeah.
Or that specific snack your cat always begged for late at night. Those moments count too.
They really do.
So yeah, preserve those. Upload your pet's favorite recipe. Maybe it's homemade, maybe it's just their favorite brand. Take a video of them loving it. Or a photo of you making it together, if that was a thing. These little snapshots can go to their own profile, maybe a pet portrait, right? Helps tell the whole story of the joy they brought.
A pet portrait. I love it.
So wrapping this all up, what does this really mean for you, the listener? Food just has this incredible knack for making memories stick. It's powerful. It connects people, anchors traditions, and it really does link generations together in a way that, well, few other things can.
Yeah, it really does. And by taking these steps, by preserving your family's recipes and all those stories around them in this kind of rich multimedia way, you're doing so much more than just, planning dinner. You're actively keeping your family's legacy alive, one delicious memory at a time. So maybe the thought to leave you with is this: turn recipes into a legacy.